All right, what it is, I just walked in. It's today's National Bosses Day. I never really thought that I would be a boss. I always thought I'd be a sales guy, but apparently I have an employee named Carson who's also holding the camera. And I'm also assuming that this box behind me came from Brandon. I don't know. Maybe not. Brandon, he might have been slacking on Bosses Day. Maybe he just doesn't appreciate me. I don't know. But Brandon actually did get me this head honcho thing that is there. And if you go to my Instagram profile, it says head honcho. That's what I am. Anyway, let's see what's in this box for Bosses Day. This better be appropriate. I'm a little nervous that this is going to be inappropriate. Part of the gift?
No, that's not part of the
gift. No, I don't get
it. That's mine, bro.
This thing, what is it, air? There's nothing in here.
I haven't even opened it. Hopefully they sent the right thing.
I don't even know what it is, so. Okay, let's see what we got. Uh-oh, I see something with Porsche logos and the Martini Racing. So we're off to a good start here, Carson. You got a good smile on my face now, dude. No fucking way. Dude, this is what happens when you know me, bro. Is this a freaking bathrobe, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Martini Racing bathrobe with a hood? Dude, this is the best boss. You can't outdo yourself next year. You're gonna have to actually buy me a Porsche. Don't worry, he'll be able to afford it. Damn. Dude, Carson, you've outdone yourself. I feel appreciated. Bam! International Bosses Day. If you guys want presents from your employees, be a nice guy. Am I a nice guy? I know I'm not very nice.
We're silent over here.
I mean, you could say something. Thanks, bro.
No problem, man.
I appreciate you. Every day is Employee Appreciation Day over here, but once a year, your boy Jordan over here gets appreciated too, man. This is sick. By the way, anybody else, if you've ever wanted to send me a gift, I mean, basically anything Porsche related, Martini Racing, will do the trick. Appreciate you, man.
No problem.
This is sick. Well, now I can go back to being an asshole. He'll jump on board. He really likes our system.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
And who doesn't? Everybody loves our system. You want to know why people love Sales Domination System? People love Sales Domination System because it's built by salespeople. I can't say it enough. Like, literally, listen to this.
Yeah, like it's just so nice that there's actually the people that invented the CRM are salespeople. Instead of trying to explain to tech guys and a salesperson selling the CRM as opposed to a salesperson that would use it. So it's just so much easier that you guys understand exactly what I need and things move a lot faster. So it's nice to have like-minded people looking for the same goal. So I appreciate it.
You see, reactions and responses like that are frequent with the people that do business with us. And it's amazing because they get it. Like people that start off in sales. I'm not talking about the guy that graduates Harvard and then becomes the CFO or CEO of another company or something. I'm talking about a person that starts off at the ground floor in sales. They work their way up, maybe become an entrepreneur, start a company. When I communicate with those types of people, like, they get it. They get our approach and what we're actually doing here at Sales Domination System because, like, we just get it. We understand your values. And so everything that a salesperson could ever want underneath one big umbrella of a program. And so that's what we do. But before I talk any further, I want to show you my new podcast room. This right here is the actual podcast room. We had some extra space here in the office. I figured it'd be good to plop in my laptop. We got an extra monitor here. Obviously a microphone. I got an additional microphone for guests or my co-host, which are going to end up being my top two sales guys, Brandon and Carson. We're going to be doing a podcast, which we haven't completely figured out the title, but it's probably going to be called Scotch and Sales. Really, the whole point of this specific podcast is to have a little bit more of a casual sales talk. Think of it as rubbing elbows with your sales people at the bar at happy hour after a good sales day. The point of this is to just have kind of casual reflection on sales, on what we've learned, share some good stories about closing a deal or a customer that hung up on us or something. I think it's going to be a really, really cool thing. I'm not going to do a whole lot to promote it other than put some clips out there. I want it to really grow organically and see if the topics themselves and this whole setup, Scotch and sales or sales and Scotch, I want to see if it resonates with people just organically. And so I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a really good opportunity for us to pour a drink after a good day of selling and just sit down and have a casual conversation regarding what we learned, or stories or tips or cheat codes to closing more sales. So Scotch and Sales podcast, it's coming soon. Be on the lookout. When it does start rolling, I'll obviously attach some links later on, but this is something that we're going to be working on. But the whole point of this video is about a different topic that kind of has something to do with the podcast. Check it out. Basically, the thing that I wanted to say on this video is I wanted to say that you need to be creating content. You have to. I don't care if it's just a podcast or if you start a YouTube channel or you do Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or something, but you need to be creating content, and I'm going to tell you why. You need a brand. I don't care if you are a salesperson or a sales manager or an entrepreneur or something. A good majority of the first dollars that came into Sales Domination System weren't because I was just cold calling businesses and saying, hey, we have a brand new CRM, and then people would buy. That's not exactly how this thing went. One of the most valuable things that I brought to the table of Sales Domination System is my audience. And so being able to go onto Facebook Live and have 25 or 40 people show up and listen, or going onto Instagram where I've got another 18,000 followers, or going onto YouTube. These are the things, these are the mechanisms that I use to grow the business from day one. These are our first customers. In fact, our first probably 150 customers were all people that know who I am, understand my reputation, know my background, and said, hey, I'm gonna try your product, I'm gonna use it. And so many of those people are still using the system. And so you need to be creating content so that you can create your own brand, so that when you wanna release a product, a shirt, a hat, a CRM, a training product, an info product, whatever it is, you're gonna want to be able to quickly have people identify who you are, become aware of the products or services that it is that you're providing, and can understand your background and your reputation enough to know, like, and trust you in order to do business with you. If you're looking to do more business, you need people to know, like, and trust you. If people don't like me, they're probably not going to do business with me. If they don't know who I am, then they're probably not going to do business with me. And if they don't trust me or my reputation, they're probably not going to do business with me. So being able to grab a camera and do something on YouTube or on Instagram or create something, you have to be creating some type of content, and you have to be pushing it out there so that you can start every single day grabbing maybe one new person. Now, when that one new person hits my followers on, say, Instagram, I try to interact with those people. I try to shoot them a message, say, hey, thanks for, following me. How did you find me? What video did you see? What photo did you like that caused you to say, I want to follow this person? On LinkedIn, I get lots of LinkedIn requests. Every single time I make a connection, hey, thanks for inviting me to connect with you. How did you find me? And people say, hey, I found you on the Salesman podcast, or I saw your YouTube channel, or I saw a post on Instagram, or whatever. And so it gives me the ability to get in front of people. And then sooner or later, hopefully, I can sell them something and provide them with value. That's the whole point of what we're doing here. So the Sales and Scotch, or Scotch and Sales podcast, or whatever podcast it is, it's like, yes, it's more time. There's going to be some editing required. There's going to have to be some new things that I learn on how to post it and then promote those things, or find a landing page or whatever. But the point is that I'm creating this podcast with my sales team so that you can get the inside look at the sales culture and some of the stories and some of the benefits or features of what it is that we're doing, wrapped up in some cool, fun, and entertaining way. So that's what I'm excited about. My voice too, by the way, I'm like got this perfect microphone voice right now because my voice is still a little bit crackly, which whatever, that's the way it is. I'm kind of excited to record the first podcast sounding like this, and that's that. So with all that being said, definitely be thinking about ways on how you can create content. Put yourself out there. Don't be scared to do it. If you are wanting somebody to buy something from you, they have to know that you exist. And then they have to know your reputation. And of course, they've got to be able to vibe with your personality. There might be people out there that don't like me. That's fine. I get it. Whatever. But if you like me and you know me and you trust me, then we should do some business. So that's that. I literally don't have time for anything else because now I got to squeeze in an extra half hour, 45 minutes for this podcast on top of doing some other demos. And by the way, things are starting to really take off. We're starting to get some inbound opportunities for some very large clients. We are currently working a multi-million-dollar deal in Canada. So not to give that too much breath. I always like a deal more after it comes in, but we got to put all this stuff together. And creating a business from scratch, you have to create everything yourself. Nothing exists. So all the processes, everything that we have to put in place are all things that we're working on constantly. So I'm going to go and handle those responsibilities. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.